Good evening to everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Rubina Dhiman. I'm a project associate at CSIR IHPT Palampur, working under the supervision of Dr. Amitabha Acharya. Today, I'm going to present my work, which is entitled as Investigating Essential Oil-Based Nanoemulsions as a Potential Approach to Address the Growing Threat of Antibiotic Resistance, under the theme of the session, that is Nanomaterial and Nanotechnology for Environment Protection and Remediation. Before starting, I would like to ask you all that did you know that antibacterial resistant bacteria are now the leading cause of death worldwide, according to the World Health Organization? That's right. These once miracle drugs are losing their effectiveness due to misuse and overuse. It is the overuse and misuse of antibiotics are making the bacteria to evolve as antibiotic resistant one. This rise in resistance is serious global health threat because due to these resistant, common infections are becoming harder to treat, leading to longer hospital stays, higher healthcare costs, and even death. Since current antibiotics are becoming less effective as bacteria evolve mechanism to resist them, we are in an urgent need of new strategies to combat these infections. Today, I'm excited to discuss our research on a promising new approach, that is essential oil-based nanoemulsions. Essential oils are aromatic extracts from plants which have been known for centuries for their antibacterial properties. Their nanoemulsions are tiny droplets of oil suspended in water or vice versa. These nanoemulsion formulations are known to offer several advantages for drug delivery, including increased bioavailability and targeted actions. Our research is basically investigating the potential of combining these two elements, that is essential oils and nanoemulsions, to create a new weapon against antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Here, for the preparation of nanoemulsion, we have used essential oil of Mentha piperita, which is widely recognized herb, known for its refreshing flavor and aroma. But beyond its culinary uses, it boasts a long history in traditional medicines and shows a promise as a natural antibacterial agent. Along with essential oils, we have used surfactant and co-surfactant, which are also essential for the synthesis of nanoemulsion. During the course of optimization, we went through a number of combination and formulation related to the concentration of oil, surfactant. We went through a number of combination related to the time of sonication as well, and finally reached to one which gives us a stable nanoemulsion formulation. In this slide, as we can see how we have reached step by step to optimize nanoemulsion formulation. And after getting the final optimized formulation, we moved to the next phase of our studies, where we evaluated the antibacterial activity of our synthesized nanoemulsion against both gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria. Here in this slide, we have not just evaluated the antibacterial activity of nanoemulsion, but also tried to compare its activity with the pure oil against a gram-positive bacteria. And from these growth kinetics graph, it is clearly visible that our nanoemulsion is showing better activity than pure oil. In the next slide, we have calculated the MIC of nanoemulsion against gram-positive bacteria over time, which comes out to be 18.22 microliter per ml at 4 hour, 22.31 microliter per ml at 8 hour, and 21.52 microliter per ml at 12 hour. Now, for the case of gram-negative bacteria, again the nanoemulsion is showing the better activity than pure oil, but in case of gram-negative bacteria, there is a twist. The bacteria is able to resume its growth after 4 hours of treatment. Means nanoemulsion is able to suppress the growth of gram-negative bacteria for a certain period of time. Therefore, we have calculated the MIC of MIC, means minimum inhibitory concentration of nanoemulsion for gram-negative bacteria only for the 4 hour of time period, which came out to be 35.25 microliter per ml. In conclusion, what we get that growth kinetic studies of our nanoemulsion against both gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria indicate that nanoemulsion is showing better activity than oil solution against gram-negative as well as gram-positive bacteria, where the nanoemulsion is acting as a bacteriostatic agent against gram-negative bacteria, gram-positive bacteria, and bactericidal against gram-positive bacterial gram-positive bacterial strain, where the minimum inhibitory concentration of nanoemulsion from gram-negative bacteria strain is 35.25 microliter per ml, and minimum inhibitory concentration of nanoemulsion for gram-positive strain is 18.22 microliter per ml. For the future, we are going to delve deeper into the mechanism by which these nanoemulsions are acting against bacterial infection, and we'll try to figure out why our nanoemulsion is showing a different kind of activity in case of different bacterial strain, that is gram negative and gram positive bacteria. So that's all about my work. Thank you for your time and attention. I would be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is RAHUL, the PhD scholar working at CSI ISBT under the supervision of Dr. Amitabh Acharya. Today, I am here to present our work on the bioconjugate functional fluorescent nanoparticle to targeting glioblastoma. Before going to the glioblastoma, we will first discuss the cancer. Cancer is one of the most deadliest disease in the world. Every year, 20 million cases, 20 million people are diagnosed with a cancer. According to WHO reports, one in the sixth, one in the si- one sixth in one in the sixth death of widely widely is due to the widely is due to the cancer. The, this graph indicates that the Asia is the major hub of the cancer, cancer for the cancer. There, cancer is the leading cause impacting the millions life annually. It is characterized by the uncontrolled growth, uncontrolled metastasis, and the other harmful effects. There are 100 different types of cancer, each varying in their behavior and the treatment. The treatment strategy available. There are different treatment strategy available for the cancer. The surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy, nanomedicine, gene therapy. Now, now moving toward the special type of cancer, that is the glioblastoma. The glioblastoma multiforme is the common primary primary brain tumor. Primary brain tumor. It arises from the astrocytes. Each year, 3 lakh more than 3 lakh people are diagnosed with the GPA every year, with a median survival period of 15 to 17 months. Only 5 to 7% people alive after 5 years. It has poor prognosis, rapid growth, and the tendency to inflate into the surrounding that it make it difficult to treat. The conventional therapy available for the GBM are the chemotherapy, radiation therapy. They need of the novel therapy that can be used to treat the glioblastoma, that are stem cell therapy, immunotherapy, gene therapy, and many others. Now, now moving ahead, the, the role of the nanotechnology in the GPM therapy. The conventional drugs that are used for the GPM has their poor distribution. Other side effect of targeting and the incapability to cross the blood barrier. The nanoparticle came into the picture. They are small size particles and high surfaces that easy to functionalize and easily cross the brain barrier to the receptor media and data say absorption and and many other that specifically target the GPN cell and have a high EPR EPR effect on them. There are different treatment strategies that can be used, that in which the nanoparticle like photothermal therapy, gene therapy, imaging due to the fluorescence property of the nanoparticle, into the drug are encapsulated inside that nanoparticle for that delivery, photodynamic therapy, and radiation therapy. Now moving to the specific type of nanoparticle we have chosen for our work is copper nanoparticles. These are small size nanoparticles. They have ability to cross the blood barrier due to the functionalization. They have inherent the cause to generate RS species that ultimately cause the DNA damage. That cause DNA damage and mitochondrial dismemberment that ultimately lead to the cell toward the autophagy. This is schematic represents how the nanoparticle cell lead toward the apoptosis. Now this is a schematic representation how we synthesize the nanoparticle. We have taken the copper sulfate solution, the copper sulfate solution of copper sulfate solution, and heat it to 80 degrees. Then we add an aromatic nanoparticle. The change in the color of the solution after 4 hours to confirm the synthesis of nanoparticle. Then we centrifuge to remove the large particle and fat. Then dialysis is to remove the unbounded aromatic amino acid. Then the condense and life rise to get a powder from nanoparticles. Once the nanoparticles, it is necessary to characterize to get is. It is necessary to characterize the nanoparticle. So we go for the characterization we use spectroscopy energy. From the UV spectroscopy energy, the peak at 335 nanometers, so that indicate the conformation of the synthesis of the copper nanoparticle, and the peak at the 280 nanometer. 280 nanometer comes on the attachment of the aromatic amino acid. The fluorescence spectra shows that on excitation at 480 nanometers, it gives emission at the 550, indicating the fluorescence nature of the nanoparticle. Then we characterize the nanoparticle through the DL studies. And DL studies of the average size of nanoparticle is 7.4 nanometer with a zeta potential minus 31.8 is highly negative. That shows the nanoparticle highly stable. And from the FTS studies, we confirm the presence of the confirm the synthesis of copper nanoparticle. The peak at 580 nanometers synthesis the confirm the synthesis of the nanoparticle, and the disappearance of peak at 3400 confirm the capping of the aromatic amino acid. Further, we characterize structural analysis of the copper nanoparticle. From X-based study, we find the elemental composition of the copper nanoparticle. The peak at 930, so the corresponding to the 2p 3/2 orbitals, and the peak at 940 corresponding to the 2p 1/2 orbitals. From the XRD studies confirm that the nanosynthetic nanoparticle is multivalent state. The peak at 32 degrees, so that the CU 110 plane, the peak at 34 CU 110 plane, and the peak at 42 degrees, so the CU2O220 plane. This so that the nanoparticle is in a mixed balance state. The microscopic analysis from the TEM analysis, we found that the average particle size of the nanoparticle is 6.09 nanometer, and from the EDEX studies, we found out that there is abundance of the copper atom in the synthesis nanoparticle. The acidic pattern, so that there is the crystalline nature of the nanoparticle. In last, the conclusion is responsible for the increasing percentage of the brain tumor related that globally, with nearly all diagnosed people are succumbing to disease within the few years, underlying the urgent need for new treatment. The aggressive character of the GBM is generation to brain tissue is difficult, and the difficulty of the drugs to cross the blood barrier and resistance to the conventional medicine demand novel therapeutic approach. In future research should be focused on the optimizing the synthesis, conjugation of bioactive compound, conducting cell cultures, and exploring the combination therapy. And thank you for the patience for listening.
Dimensional rotational flow of nanofluid over a stretching sheet with Newtonian heating or cooling. I am a research scholar of Department of Mathematics, Silicon University, that is in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. My outlines are introduction, literature survey, objective of the study, formulation of the problem, methodology, validation, results and discussion, summary, Future scope and references. Introduction contains two things, that is nanofluid parameters and base fluid. And nanofluid parameters contains nanoparticles which can be material, and it depends upon its concentration, size and shape. And base fluid is its type and additives. Nanofluid properties are density, specific heat, thermal conductivity, viscosity, and they are performed through heat transfer. And these are the literature survey. Author's name are Nadim et al. And their findings are aluminum oxide and water nanofluid. The hydrodynamic boundary layer is thicker in comparison with copper and titanium, and the thermal boundary layer is thicker for titanium oxide, water nanofluid. And thus, has the research finding, an increase in nanoparticle volume fraction is to increase the heat transfer rate at the surface. Further, the rate of heat transfer for copper water nanofluid is greater than aluminum oxide water nanofluid. This is due to the high conductivity of the solid particles, copper, than those of aluminum oxide. And temperature profile increases with the increase in nanoparticle volume fraction parameter, that is phi. And as it al have the findings, magnetic parameter has a decreasing effect on both skin friction coefficient and local Nusselt number. And screen friction coefficient and the local Nusselt number are highest for copper water nanofluid than that of aluminum oxide water and titanium oxide water nanofluid. And Tarakarmo has the findings, the temperature and velocity of the fluid along axial direction are more in case of copper water nanofluid than that of aluminum oxide water nanofluid. And the heat transfer rate reduces with rising the volume fraction of nanoparticles. Jacobet L, the heat transfer enhancement is higher in water, MWCNT, that is multi-wall carbon tubes, than in water, and single wall carbon nanotubes. Kerosene based carbon nano tubes have a higher heat transfer than carbon nanotubes. And the objectives of the study is three-dimensional rotational nanofluid flow over a stretching sheet with thermal radiation and internal heat source or sink. Two nanoparticles, namely copper and titanium dioxide with water as base fluid, are taken into consideration. And by similarity transformation, we have converted those nonlinear ordinary differential equations to ordinary differential equation by using numerical methods, that is Runge-Kutta fourth order method, and by using shooting techniques, we have done that transformation. And formulation of the problem includes 3D rotational flow of nanofluid over a stretching sheet is studied. The sheet is placed along x-axis and magnetic field strength B0 is applied normal to the sheet. Two kinds of nanofluids, that is copper water and titanium oxide water, as considered, and the figure shows the flow configuration. Through x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, the velocity components are u, v and w. And these are the governing equation with the boundary condition. First equation is the equation of continuity, and second, third equation are the equation of momentum, and fourth equation is equation of energy. And the corresponding boundary equations are given. And using the similarity transformation, we have considered here E equals to ax f dash eta and nu equals to ax g eta, w equals to minus a nu f eta root over, and eta and theta eta, and we have considered t and t infinity divided by tw minus t infinity. And after the similarity transformation, we have got these equations. The dimensionless parameters and variables are lambda, lambda1, lambda2, lambda3, lambda4, and m, r, Frank number, and q, the density, viscosity, heat, capacity, and thermal conductivity of nanofluid are respectively given by these equations. This is the table by which we have given some numerical values, the thermophysical properties of water and the nanoparticles. The water, copper, and titanium oxide we have considered here, and their value of rho, heat capacity, heat conductivity, and electrical conductivity. The numerical values of water, copper, and titanium oxides are considered. And the methodology which we have used um, are the nonlinear ordinary differential equations with corresponding boundary conditions are solved by Sutting technique and by using Rungakuta fourth order method and by using software MATLAB. And we choose the step size here 10 to the power minus 2 and having error tolerance 10 to the power minus 5. And what validation here we have got? The comparison of results with existing literature when phi equals to m equals to q equals to 0. By taking different values of lambda, we have got the difference values of the numerical values. Wang, Najar et al., Hussein et al. Have the values, and we have the present study of values, and they have the similar values we have got. And here it is the results and discussion. Effect of phi, nanoparticle volume fraction. The first figure gives the axial velocity increases with higher value of phi for both the nanofluids. Practically, higher nanoparticle volume fraction produces less skin fraction, and as a resulting thickness, the velocity boundary layer and velocity of nano flow increases. And the second figure gives a sudden fall in transverse velocity is seen in the close proximity of the bounding surface, and thereafter abrupt rise is marked within a few layers to attain the
Please
ambient
conclude
state due
everything.
to higher.
Please
Yes,
conclude
sir.
everything.
Okay, sir. Effect of a BI, that is Biot number, copper hydro water nanofluid bears positive temperature distribution, but titanium oxide water shows reverse effect in the case of smaller Biot number, that is less than 1. Thus, the thermal energy evolved in case of metallic nano process, but observation sets in case of metallic oxide. And temperature profile increases with increase in Biot number, that is greater than 1 for both the nanofluids. And these are the summary we have got. Magnetic field obstructs the momentum boundary layer flow strongly and serves as a potent control mechanism. And copper nanoparticle results a high flow fluid flow rates, temperature curve, and rate of heat transfer. Concentration level increases with an increase in Surret number, irrespective of lighter or heavier species. Thus, Doppler and Surret effects serve as a surface coolant of the bounding surface and prevent soluble deposition at the surface. And these are the future scope. The future work can be carried out by considering non-Newtonian fluid models such as viscoelastic model or any other model of practical interest. The work may be extended by considering the flow through a porous medium, and this work may also be extended by taking energy losses due to dissipation in energy equation, which has practical importance in engineering and industry. And these are the references which we have used. Thank you so much, sir.
Now, the title of the smart optimization of fault diagnosis in electrical grid using distribution software in IoT system. The aim of the project is to enhance the reliability of electric grids and monitor the health condition of the grids using data analyzing the fault analysis. The main objective of the project is enhance the reliability of the efficiency of electrical grids by optimizing techniques and influencing the software-defined network topology. And using SPM, we can also link the sensors of the various grids. We can give the residential transformer main controller, which helps us to know the faults and use to diagnose it fastly. The specific loads mainly include the health condition monitoring, fault analysis, and improve the management distribution network properly and promptly identifying the address all segments and rectify it using the SDN technique. The innovation is the project is the implementing the IoT system in the main controller and in subcontrollers to continuous monitoring of health condition of the electric grid and also measure the health of the components and enabling probability identification of potential issues before they escalate. Uh, Developing the tools and the technique for analyzing the faults in electric grid system is the main scope of the project, and understanding of the where the and identifying the main location of where the fault occurs and what the fault is occurs in the electrical grid and the distribution transformer. And this optimization methods is improving the overall efficiency and also improving performance of the electrical grid and optimize resources allocation and minimizing the downtime of the systems. Now, this is the technical feasibility, evaluating the technical requirement and capabilities needed to implement the project. And using the available technique and the infrastructure, we have gone with the new project to identify the faults in the DTs and also in electrical grid. In financial feasibilities, this is so affordable and also easy to maintain by the all the officials. And the financial analysis include cash flow projection and a return of investment payback period. The economic feasibilities assess the broader economic impact on the project on the local region and also in the national economic regions in all over the world distribution systems. This is the overall flow chart. What are the techniques we are used and what are the faults are identified. And in the right, we are using what are the components are used to um, display the output and also which are the sensor used to give the exact data from the controller. The total methodology is the development of the distribution IoT device equipped with sensor to the electrical grid to monitor critical parameters using the voltage, humidity, and current. The sensor collect real-time data, which is given to the main controller. That is, we here the CPU analysis if the data are varied. That is, if the fault detection must get known, the sensors will given to the they are given data to the represented display or to or a represent department. Additionally, the system incorporates edge computing capabilities and perform real-time data processing and decision making. This is and minimizing the response time, optimize the grid performance. In this, we are given the exact real-time data values to the controller. It's varying. It will given the exact what the data is changed and where the data is changed to the display through seamless integration of hardware system. The software algorithms and edge computing techniques are interfere here, which is the method ensure the efficiency of fault diagnosis, which come up to know that what are the fault are identified, and this is let us to know that what is the fault. And these are the technologies which are used. We used IoT technology. We all know that it's Internet of Things, which gives the data in using that Wi-Fi or using Bluetooth. And we use Blink for simulating process, which gives us the real-time data in UI user interface. This app supports real-time data visualization, enabling user to monitor and receive updates from the connected devices. With this Blink IoT device, we access all the controller and the sensors, which the in varying and customized parts we are using a UX. These are the components we used in that power supply unit for which is given main power to Arduino Uno is the main controller. Current sensor which are used in to get the what is the current exact flow and which grid is main affected in will come to line fault or double line to ground fault. In LCD which are gives the real time data where the data are getting affected and which parts are getting affected. In buzzer, if the change in the data, the buzzer will get relay is for the main power supply for the line to line, the line to ground, and
Dr. Kapil,
fault.
Yeah.
Sorry for interruption, but soon the valedictory function will start. So please wind up as soon as possible.
Okay, okay. One participant left. I conclude within the time. Okay. Thank you, sir, for reminding me.
Okay, this is the one software architect, which is the design of our project, and this is a result where the high temperature is we set a temperature high, which is the result with virtual terminal. We get that the fault, and this is the main hardware of picture. And in this is the blink app, which is used to give to the real-time data. These are the individual contributions which are already